Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mod 7 to the Sky. In the last episode, we had to bring our reactor into the overworld, or at least I think that's what we did. I could be wrong. And we also set up some automation for it. So we've actually got it set up, in theory, to read the redstone outputs from these guys, which output when something happens. So for example, if the damage is critical, if there's excess waste, or if the temperature's too high, it will, in theory, turn this machine off, which is pretty cool. There are a few issues. One is it sort of doesn't really turn it off in time, you know what I mean? And then it still sort of like heats up and will probably blow up if we do that. So we have two alternatives there. One is we move this again into a different dimension. For example, the mining dimension was suggested in the comments. The mining dimension is normally daytime, so the solar neutron activator over here would in theory work. So that's pretty cool. That's an option. I was also told that these particle effects are just so that you know not to break it to release radiation in the world, so that's good to know. Another thing is, what was I going to do? There was something important that I was about to do. Oh yeah, the pipes. So at the moment, we can go ahead and turn this guy off. Sure, why not? Do I have a jetpack? Wait, my mouse isn't working. Give me a second. I'm like, my jetpack button, no jetpacking. Can we? There we go. So the pipes, they're not really safe to use. Consistently, they mess up when you combine them with mechanism generators or just multi-blocks in general from mechanism. So we need an alternative. I have been suggested an integrated dynamics pipe, so we're going to go ahead and try and do that. And in particular, we're obviously going to grab some logic cables. We're going to grab, I believe we want a fluid interface. I don't know if that exists. I mean, it should exist. I guess it's just a question of which one. This one here, fluid interface. And then we also want, I imagine, a fluid exporter. So we'll go ahead and grab these things. I think that's what we want. Well, I guess we'll find out. So fluid interfaces are going to be some of these mineral chunks in a bucket. There we go. And then we'll make an exporter as well. We might need an importer. No, exports fluids from the network. So we'll grab this guy. We'll grab out a fluid interface. We'll probably want some variable cards, so we'll bring that too. And then let's hook this up. So it's off at the moment. That should be fine. Let's keep the sink there, but we're going to pick up the rest of these pipes. There we go. Now, we have a few options. One is I continue to use this quantum entangler porter, which we can do. You know, it's not the end of the world continuing to use him, I think. I don't know if he has like an output limit. I genuinely don't know. I don't know if he's limited by that, but we can try anyway. So I'm going to slap these guys here. The fluid interface will go on the sink. The fluid exporter will go onto the entangler porter or the, you know, the reactor if we wanted to. Then we open the exporter. We obviously want to export all fluids. It doesn't really matter what the fluid is because we've only got water attached. So we'll chuck this in here so it'll output. And then I'm not sure what we want to change for the configuration. Export all fluids. We'll click on here. The channel's fine, just channel 0, round robin. We've got no other, you know, inputs, so that's fine as well. The fluid transfer rate. I've heard on the street that I can just chuck a couple zeros here. Probably, like, yeah, okay. So an X shows up. I can do that many zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might have miscounted, but a decent amount. You know, a lot of them. We could probably do 9s as well to increase it even more, but this should be fine. The other one's passive interaction. If the target may insert an extract, yeah, sure, whatever. And check fluid amount. No. We want to move any amounts of fluid, not only a billion at a time or whatever it was. So, in theory, that should work. We can turn this guy on, and as you can see, it's packed to the rafter. It's not lowering any more than, well, anymore. It's just not lowering. So another thing, I think this guy, he might be fine. We'll keep him as he is. But what I'm going to do is we're going to mess around a little bit. So I'm going to increase the rate here. We're going to take it to 1 millibucket per tick. As you can see, the water level's perfectly fine. It's not lowering any further. Over here, you can see we're receiving 20,000 steam at a tick, I guess. And that's all getting dumped automatically, so that's awesome. Of course, increasing this rate is going to burn fuel faster. It's going to use coolant. It's going to use everything faster, and it's going to run hotter. But look, the water's fine. Numbers staying the same. I want to keep checking here because look, I thought this might happen. We can't handle the steam output, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy off because clearly, like, look, too much steam. The chemical tank, it just can't handle it. So what we'll do, we do have a bit of a problem. The problem is it's a gas. And I don't know if I can do like gas interfaces, you know what I mean? I don't think that's really a thing. We could try a fluid interface. We could just see if that will do anything. I doubt it will, but once again, we might as well try. I guess there's no real harm in trying. So we'll grab all this stuff. We can keep it pretty basic for now. We'll probably hook up like trash cans if this does work, but for now we'll do this. I'll grab my variable card, export all fluids. We'll go in here, go to, where is it? Fluid transfer, chuck a bunch of zeros. Oh, we'll chuck that maximum out. There we go. Perfect. So that, in theory, if it's going to work, would work this way. Make sure, yep, importing on all sides. Let's give it a shot. Let's turn it on. No, it's filling up with steam. This guy's getting nothing. All right, let's turn this guy back off. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. What can we do then? Because, I mean, I guess our best bet is to use mechanism instead to pipe it out. That should be fine, I would imagine. The mechanism, pressurized pipes is what we'd need. We can do 1 million... Well, I guess... No, sorry. The pump rate would be 256 buckets per tick, which is decent, I guess. Yeah, I guess that'll be good enough. All right, so let's pick this stuff up. Can I wrench it with this? No, we got this wrench. Boom, boom, boom. That's fine. Put this stuff away. Let's go ahead and get these pipes. What do they call it? Pressurized tubes, not pipes. Sorry, tubes. We've got this tube, but we probably want the other tier, so we'll push this up. And I might even be able to show off the auto crafting, maybe. Nope. Okay. Well, anyway. But yeah. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Why does things look different? Hold on. Isn't there normally the pins at the top? I'm not crazy. I don't think I'm crazy. What can we craft? Look, hold on. Because there was a thing where if I tried to craft something, it would show up there. Let's craft a piston. Okay, there we go. So the pins show up, I guess, when you start crafting them. Okay. For a second, I thought they were gone, and I was like, no, I love them. They were like a family to me. So anyway, I'm going to set this pipe up, and I mean, already it appears to have worked perfectly. I don't even need to hook up the configuration on it. We can if we want, just purely for the sake of, I guess, making sure that we know it's connected. So that will extract, and that will push. And 100% this should work. So if I turn this on now, as you can see, no steam in here. Steam going in here. And obviously, you know, that's still a problem. We still can't handle it. But we might be able to get a trash can this time around. So let's try and, I guess, craft a trash can. Alright, so I'm going to make a universal one because although it doesn't say it can do gases, I'm pretty sure it can. So I'm going to slap this guy down, I guess, here. Oh, he's hooked up on both sides. We want to disconnect this, and we want to set this guy to import. And let's press activate. This guy's getting as much steam as he needs. I think the rest is just going in here, which is pretty cool. So if we wanted to, yeah, I guess we're fine. I was tempted to, like, disconnect this guy, but I guess it's there as, like, a little extra bonus, just in case, I guess. And it also lets us see how much steam we're generating. So, like, 20,000 per tick, I guess is... Well, I guess that's all this can output. Regardless, though, what's going on? This guy is still keeping up, so that's fine. We've got enough water. Let's push it a little bit further. So let's go 3 millibuckets per tick. We do want to be careful because we still could run into issues. This guy's filling up. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to pick you up. And I'm going to quickly open this guy up. We're still good. We're still good. As you can see, we've got full water. It's not lowering. We've got enough, like the coolant's not in there. It's all getting trashed. We're good. We're good. Let's push it up another one. Let's go to 4. Still no coolant issues. Everything seems to be fine. Still no water issues. That's still maxed out. Awesome. Okay. I mean, realistically, we want to be burning, I think, at the highest rate possible that this reactor will allow. I imagine. The issue with this would be it would heat up a lot faster and, like, blow up faster. But if it's not going to blow up at all, then in theory we're fine. So this is now max. It doesn't go any higher than this unless we physically make the structure bigger. We're doing 6 millibuckets per tick, which isn't a lot, realistically. But, clearly it's good enough. We're making a lot, by the way. I'm pretty sure we're outputting a lot of this stuff. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Wonderful. Cool. So, as you can see, this guy's now making more than he needs, which is a slight problem. Because that means he will fill up. So, arguably, we're going to want another solar neutron activator to keep up with this guy. Good thing we caught that, because that could have been very messy. Now, oddly enough, the solar neutron activator doesn't appear to have its recipe in here, which I thought we had added, but that's fine. The HDP pellet things, oh, we'll pick this up. I thought would be in the enrichment chamber, but... Oh, no, we didn't make enough. I need to grab them from wherever we make them. Do we make them here? Fluorite dust? I think, HDP pellets. Yeah, here we go. Here's a stack of them. So we're going to grab this stuff, run over here to this enrichment chamber and chuck these guys in. And that'll get us a decent amount. We might have to move around some of them. Oh, nope, we just had one extra. Awesome. Solar neutron activator. Here we go. So this is another one. Obviously, yeah, we do definitely need to be careful with this because he's full. which means he's gonna start filling up. Well, actually, I think the pipes have a buffer as well. So as you can see in the top left, they're filling up too. But we don't want that to happen. We don't want any of that to happen. So we'll pick up this and this. Is this guy full as well? No, he's empty, which makes sense. But is this guy, oh God. Is this guy full? He's getting there. It looks like he needs an ender gate that we apparently didn't have. Listen. We're making good progress. I know we're doing a little bit of what we already were doing, so it might not be as, I guess, entertaining. But it will be. Yeah, I think we need like 1,000 per polonium, so that's fine. He can keep doing this. I'm gonna place down the solar neutron activator here. We're gonna have to configure him. So the front I want to be input, the back I want to be output. So this guy should have filled up. But he hasn't. Why hasn't he? Oh, gases. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, input and then output at the back. And there we go. Yeah, so he's filled up. He should hopefully be able to keep up. Oh, I guess the problem is it's nighttime as well. So we actually, realistically, we want to be able to hold off until daytime. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what, we'll sleep through this day because obviously we're doing a new setup, and we'll have to compare it with the next night, I guess, and keep an eye on it to make sure we're not filling up. Once again, in theory, it should turn off, I think. So I think we're fine. So yeah, like, I mean, yeah, look, one can actually keep up with it. That's fine. So what we're going to want to do here is also hook up some more pipes. What do we have? So we're going to do one of these tubes here. Make sure we set him to extract. That should be fine. And then I think we've got another just basic tube at the top because it doesn't make much. So, actually, no, that's perfectly fine, I think. Yeah, we can leave it as it is. So this guy should be getting a little bit more polonium now, maybe, I guess. Awesome. And we should get more pellets. So, in terms of the pellets, I think we only need one more, which we're about to get now, before we can start making the most of this. Alright. So we've got 4 pellets here. I believe we had at least one before. Yeah, so we've got 5 total. This is what we need. So, what I'm going to craft now is what we were trying to craft before, which is this guy. So, a Qio Drive array. I'm going to have to order some pieces here. They should honestly craft relatively quickly. The other thing we need is this guy, a Qio Drive. So, I'll order the parts for this, and I guess we'll buckle in. Once again, we're good? We're good, okay. Hopefully our base doesn't blow up. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So yeah, the other thing, which is probably more likely to happen, is that we'll run out of fissile fuel. Like, if you look in the top left at the moment, we're using more than we have, which is kind of good. Kind of good. We want to be on top of things. We don't want to have an extra amount of fissile fuel that we're not making the most of. So we'll let this run. Eventually, it'll run out of fuel. We'll be able to pump it up and increase our production. But at the moment, it's fine. This guy, we'd have to make him bigger anyway. And if we're going to make him bigger, I'm tempted to just move him into a different dimension. We'll see what happens. It's kind of fun playing with the risk, but it's also, if my world blows up, I'm going to cry. So anyhow, let's craft the stuff. I think we've got pretty much everything. Yeah, everything's shown up here. So first of all, the Qio Drive array. This guy right here. He will allegedly store disks, pretty much like this Emmy drive. In fact, we're going to try and hook him up to the network. So he's probably going to go like right here. So here he is. He looks pretty cool. He's a 3D texture. You get to see inside, which is awesome. There's some configuration on the back and whatnot. Next up is the Qio Drive. This guy right here. He will allegedly hold 16,000 items and 128 types. And he's the most basic tier. So obviously the most basic tier of this guy is nowhere near that, I guess. Items, types. There's frequencies. Oh. So this is cross-dimensional if we were to set up another one of these, I believe, or something like that. I guess, hold on. Qio. Portable Qio dashboard, so you can open it up like a crafting grid. There's the normal dashboard to look into it. There's an importer, an exporter, a redstone adapter. Now these guys, what I'm curious about is place on a block and import into your Qio. I think these are just wireless because I don't necessarily think there's a cable for this. I could be wrong, but I think they're genuine. Yeah, they have teleportation cores. These are wireless, meaning if I put a resource in here, I could just teleport it wherever it needs to go. Or, for example, I could bring resources from somewhere on the map over here that same way, that same wireless way. That is really cool. Okay. Awesome. Let's put the drive in. Here it is. It's in. There we go. Awesome. And then what I'm going to do is I want to get a storage bus. So one of these guys. We'll order him. Apparently we're allowed to do that. We can walk away and it'll actually tell us when he crafts, which is pretty cool. We still obviously want a lot more polonium. There's more things we want to do. For example, we want to craft more drives, you know, for more storage because it's pretty cool. Oh, storage bus is done. Oh, I love that feature. Very nice. So I'm going to slap this guy on the side of here, like that. We're going to grab a Flux cable and we'll hook him on here. There we go. Yeah. So now it's in. I don't know how this works. We can hold crouch. I don't even know if this works, to be completely honest. Because when I hold left shift on here, it just says there's a Qio Drive in here. It doesn't show the actual amount. It's possible, I think I've heard this before, that I might need the dashboard. The dashboard, the dashboard might show the items that are in our system. So we'll give that a shot. We needed 3 polonium. We're on our way, I guess. Yeah, I kind of already want this to be bigger. You know what I mean? Definitely. But the problem is we've built stuff on all the sides, which means to make it bigger, it's actually going to be really annoying to do, to be completely honest with you. We've really made this horribly. I think the easiest thing to do would be either build it up or build it down, to be completely honest. And I think we can only go 16 by 16, which is a lot. It's pretty much a chunk worth, but still a little bit annoying to I guess be honest. How are we going? Do we have 3 polonium? We do. Beautiful. So we can make the dashboard. Let's go ahead and do that. And so this guy, once again, I'm pretty sure he's just wireless. I'm pretty sure we can put him wherever we wanted to. But we can place him over here, I guess, for the sake of it. I'll slap him on top. There he is. Oh, I've got things popping up on my screen. Give me a second. So I open this guy up, and we're in. No frequency. Okay. So if I click on here, and we go into the frequency, and I go to private, and I call this storage 1 or storage 1. Let's do this. And I click tick. We're now on storage 1, and it's a nice light blue. We can change it to, we'll probably go for that aqua. Yeah, let's go aqua. There we go. So storage 1, that's what we're set on. We can open him up. Frequency, storage 1, you can hover over it. Now shows the amount of items and the amount of types. Awesome. We can open this guy up, set frequency, private, storage 1, set. And so now, it's a nice cyan color or the aqua color. We can open him up. This is the storage. We can put in a pipe. We can look in here. There's 1 item used and 1 type used. And we take that pipe back out. How cool is that? So there's also height. Oh, very customizable. There's the crafting grid that you can put wherever you like. Oh my God. So if I close this, I have to open it every time. I see. Okay. Not as good. Not as good. That is awesome though. Oh, and we can see the items in there for the frequency. So I'm curious, if I store a pipe here and then I change the frequency, for example, if we open this guy up, he's currently got 1 thing in him. If I make a new one and I call it storage 2, right? Now there's still 1 item in here. Okay, because the drive is, yeah, okay. So it's purely dependent on what storage system has the drive in it. Okay, that makes sense. So we can go back to 1, for example, and we'll change this back to 1. And we'll take out our thing. Nope, storage 1. Oh, what have we done here? Huh. So if I go back to storage 2, nothing in here. Storage 2. Storage 2, nothing in here. Have I just voided my pipe upgrade? Huh. Yeah, not particularly sure what I've done here. 0 out of 0. 0 out of 0. 1, okay. It just needed to refresh. Sure. Little bit weird. Obviously, that felt a little bit buggy there, but seems to be fine for the most part, I guess. Yeah, not sure how I feel about that. Very interesting. Anyhow, the idea is it's meant to be big bulk storage. So at the moment, like, if we were to use one of these 64K drives, they can store a lot of items, right? But a lot of, like, 1 type of item, or I guess in this case, 63 types of items. We can do the disk drives. These guys can store 64,000 items, that's pretty good. This guy here is like the best of both worlds. So this drive by itself can do 128 types for 16,000 items. That's pretty good. If we upgrade this guy, he does 256 types at 100, and he can store 128,000 of them. For reference, that's more than the 64K drive, like completely. Like both in terms of, well, actually, no, I don't know in terms of the singular storage, because these guys allegedly store like a crazy amount, but I'm not sure how many, to be completely honest with you. But I think it's a lot more, to be honest. Like, it's crazy. And the thing is, that's not even the last tier. Now, listen, I'm aware that there's more storage as well. If I can type, give me a second. There's more storage disks we can go. Like, it's not just 64K. There's a 256K. I think there might even be more after that. I'm not entirely sure, to be completely honest. Maybe there's not. But you can push it further. but you're still limited to the 63 types. So in terms of storing both types and everything, this thing's crazy. We go from 128,256 types to 1,000 types and 1 million items to 16 billion items and 8,000 types. Phenomenal. Genuinely phenomenal. Like, absolutely just mind-blowing. And to upgrade it, honestly, the main ingredient is just this polonium. We just need a lot of polonium if we want to push this to just be incomprehensible. Like, are there even 8,000 items in the game? Like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know if there's 8,000 different types of items. It is insanity, and I want it. Now, passively, we're going to get that. You know what I mean? If we just leave this guy run, we'll probably need a little bit more of this fluorite dust in this guy. I believe that's what it is here. That's easily done. We could do that with our eyes closed. You know what I mean? I do actually, do I crush this? Yeah, I crush it into fluorite. Do we have a crusher? We do. We have this guy here. Does he have any upgrades? I don't think he does. No, he doesn't have any upgrades. Hold on. Let's go in here. Let's get him some upgrades. Oh, also, this episode, let's, I'll try and remember to do it after I order these. But what I want is the requester that we saw a while ago. It's somewhere here. I think it's somewhere here. Requester. This guy, no. This guy, no, that's glass. I don't know where the requester, oh, I guess we'll just search him up. Requester. This guy here is what we want. I think we had him, I don't know. But yeah, we want, actually, hold on. It's not letting me check the recipe for it, so I don't, Huh. Requester. Requester? There's... What it... Keeps track of 6 different item types and requests new items. Oh, that... there we go. Okay, that was really strange. I don't know if I was pressing the wrong button. I don't think I was, but... Strange enough. Yep, sure. Anyhow, I think maybe like I was pressing control or something accidentally. So we want this guy. This is what I want. A lot of stuff to get. We're going to try and get it this episode. It'll be really good, I think. In the meantime, I just want to make sure that this guy has a little bit in him. Arguably... Well, arguably there's some stuff we can do. I kind of want to QIO some fluorite dust over there. Yeah, it's fine for now. Alright, so first things first, do we have pattern room? We're probably going to want another pattern provider, so we'll go ahead and do that. The upgrades look like they're done as well, so we'll go ahead and grab both of these out. And we'll pimp out this guy so that he's actually done at some point today. The other thing is, do we have tiers available? We do. I'm going to get one of each, because I want to push this guy to max tier, because why not? I guess, why not? So I'll order all this. This is so nice. I love this pinning section up here. It's honestly like my favorite thing ever at the moment. So we've got another pattern provider. That'll be good. Grab this stuff out. Grab you. The rest should hopefully be done. It'll tell me when they're done, which is awesome. In the meantime, there we go. This guy will be a lot faster now. Oh, it's so good. I genuinely love it. Oh, we got another one done. Awesome. There we go. Even more storage. Oh, another one done. Yep. Here we go. Oh, well... Oh, I've got the blue one on me. I'm like, what's going on here? I thought I ordered them. There we go. Now I can crush a lot at a time, which is pretty good. So we'll do that. Fly over here. Chuck in this stuff. Awesome. Like, we're getting a decent amount of polonium. Obviously, it's going to be... Wait, hold on. It's 1 per each. We can already do it. We can already upgrade it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. So at the moment, there's nothing in here, right? Yeah. Can I... Yeah. Hold on. I need to create the recipes for these, I think. I think that'll be well worth my time. So let's grab this recipe. That'll be good. Let's grab this one. That'll be good for now. We can grab the rest of the upgrades later. This can fill up here. Why not? The rest of this stuff we'll put in here. So the Qio Drive, the polonium's already in there, I believe. Let's order one of these hyper doohickeys. Hyper dense Qio Drives. It shouldn't take too long. Once again, I think the main thing is just this guy. And as you can see, I mean, they're all pretty good at doing what they need to do. This guy, have I got him to set do not push if it contains a pattern input? That'll be good. I'm still tempted to upgrade this guy. I feel like we might as well, right? Hold on. First of all, does he have all the upgrades? He does. He has 8 out of 8. He's currently red. Let's order a blue and a pink. We might as well. We might as well push him to the next level, you know? Who's going to stop me? No one's going to stop me. We'll push him to the next level. That's going to be good. I'm happy about that. In the meantime, we want the recipes for everything else. So we'll open this guy up. And let's try and get these recipes built. So, what do we need? Do I even remember? Oh yeah, this guy. So, first of all, we want the requester. That's pretty obvious. We're also going to want some patterns. Let's go ahead and, take care of this before it's too late. Awesome. And then we're going to want all of this stuff. Arguably, yeah, I'm just going to get rid of all this. There's probably stuff I was meant to keep there. We're just going to clear our bookmark. Okay. So I'm going to want an Emmy Interface. We can do that. We're going to want white memory card, parallel processor, Flux logic unit, fluid steel, and dense energy. I believe we've got the Emmy interface already. We can double check. Let me just grab out all these things. Oh my god. Let's upgrade you twice. That is so good. What was I going to do? This guy, I guess, can sit in there. Why not? He's able to be used if he needs to. Like, he can insert an extract. He should be fine in theory. I think. Do we know? How do we know if he's good? Don't know. My brain stopped working. Oh yeah, I was going to search, do we have interfaces crafted? We do. Awesome. So let's try and make the rest of this stuff. So white blank memory card is going to need white die as well. Does it have to be a white blank memory card? Okay. No, it can just be any memory card. Okay, so realistically, what we probably want to do here is just do the memory card. Actually, what's going on here? One of these has to be the memory card itself. There we go. So that's the memory card using calculation processor. Easily done. The parallel processor, we're going to have to do this in the inscriber. We can do it. It'll be fine. We don't want to put redstone in. We do want to put silicon in. We'll grab that pattern. Awesome. That'll be fine. We'll figure this out. The parallel processor is going to need a universal press. We'll get this recipe. It's not going to need the press in the recipe, so we'll just grab that part. That'll be fine. Let's put these processing patterns over here just to sort of, I guess, keep them separated a little bit. Let's put all this stuff away pretty much. I want to keep this pretty clean because we're getting pretty into this. Okay. So that should be the processor pretty much done, except for the universal press, which we're going to have to craft pretty much by doing this, which is fine. I believe we can handle this. This should be doable. We'll get that at some point. Next up is going to be the Flux logic unit. Another crafting recipe, easily done. This guy's crafting recipe too, I guess. This will need quartz fiber. It will need fluid steel, and it will need all that stuff. I think quartz fiber we have auto-crafted. Let's see. Yep, it has that little plus, which I think means it can be crafted. So we've got that. Fluid steel, I don't believe we have. We'll double check. Nope, no fluid steel. So we'll go ahead and grab this. This is going to be crafted in something else. So this will be crafted in, what was it? In a matter infuser. So I guess we got to get this guy too. So we'll grab this pattern. I guess we'll try and separate him into the middle, and he can be next to this, I guess, or something. He is reasonably done. Oh god. Okay. Flux pearl will need. Observer will need. Resonating crystal. Matter condenser, I believe. Do we have matter condenser? No. We have one. That's not what we're using it for. Okay. So once again, we just need to work through this list. Eventually we'll have everything made. So what else in this guy? Just the fluid steel. Okay, just the fluid steel. The fluid steel needs this stuff. Carbonic flux dust. This is going to need flux dust, silicon, that's easily done, and coal dust, okay? And that's going to be a crafting recipe, so that can sit over here, why not? The coal dust is just going to be crusher with a piece of coal. I'm going to quickly get this guy out of my inventory so that he's done and dusted. He can go in there. Awesome. Okay. What else do we have here? These are we good at the moment? I think we're good. If we want to, we can put some of these crafting recipes in here just to, like, get them out of my system. That's probably a good idea. So there we go. So what was that? That was the carbonic. The rest of this is done. The flux dust, I think we're getting flux dust from our sifting. Yep, we've got a bunch of that. Awesome. Next up, matter infuser. We've actually got that pattern on us. That's the matter infuser. He's going to need the rest of this stuff. So he's going to need flux pearls. We'll grab this recipe. That'll be easily done. He's going to need an observer. Also easily done, I believe. The resonating crystal. This can be done in an enrichment chamber, which is likely what we're going to do. And it will require a resonating seed, which will require, that's going to be a crafting recipe, it will require resonating dust, which will be, what's the easiest one here? Looks like it is this recipe, which I don't like. I don't like throwing stuff in water. We're probably going to want to do this then, a fluix aggregator. So we'll grab this recipe, awesome. He's going to need ender dust, sure. So he can sit in my hotbar, I guess. Skystone we might need. Do we have skystone? Let's have a look. Skystone, yep, we're sifting it. Awesome. We're going to need ender dust. I don't believe we have ender dust. Nope. We're going to grab this recipe here. That's going to be... Sure. We'll use a pulse grinder. We'll grab another recipe. The pulse grinder, bear with me. I'm simply going on a mission here. This guy's going to be this recipe. He's going to require the fluid steel, which we have. Amethyst shards, I think we can get that. The fluid stuff. I think we're pretty good. Vibrant quartz glass. We'll grab that as well. Okay. Let's put some more recipes away. So in terms of crafting, these ones here, that one there. Okay. I think we need another pattern doohickey. Let's order one of these. Listen. If you're lost at the moment, so am I. I'm just going to try and put these patterns where they need to be and then figure out what the missing pieces are because there's a lot happening at the moment. We'll slap this guy here. He should be able to handle that. He will get that recipe, I believe. He'll get this recipe. The rest of these recipes, I think, are pretty much processing ones, believe it or not. Whew, okay. Okay, so at the moment, if I wanted, what's the main piece? If I want the requester, what does it say that I need? Okay, we've got most of it. We need a dense energy cell. I actually haven't grabbed that recipe, I think. Dense energy cell. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. Let's search cell. We do have energy cells crafted. We have that crafted. Awesome. So this guy's doable. So we'll chuck him in there. So if we go back to the requester, let's see. I think we need to edit the requester recipe to not use white memory cards. So we'll grab the requester out of wherever I put him. Here he is. And we'll edit that just so that he's not using that, like only the white memory card. We want him to just use memory card, right? Since that's what we're going to be crafting. So memory card, we'll go here, drag one in here, and drag one in there, and update that pattern. Awesome. Wonderful. So we can slap this guy back in here. Okay, let's go back to the requester and see which part we're up to. So we just need two things. The fluid steel ingot and the parallel processor. What's going to be the first we craft? I don't know. The fluid steel, I guess, is probably a good one to go for. Because this guy needs the matter infuser, which needs this stuff, I guess. Okay, so for starters, let's craft what it'll let us. I'm going to order this stuff. Let's get it built. Why not? We'll grab all that. So now when I look at this matter infuser, we'll put him back at the start. All it shows that we need is a matter condenser and a resonating doohickey. So the matter condenser, let's get him built. Let's grab the pattern. Awesome. That'll be nice and easy. We'll slap this guy away and we'll order our matter infuser again. And so all we need now is that middle ingredient, the resonating crystal. So that's a lot easier to manage. This guy's easy. We just need the resonating dust. This guy's tricky. We can either throw stuff in water, which we can do. That's honestly probably the better option. Or we push for this guy. In terms of him, we have pretty much nothing. We can probably craft the energy cells. The problem is we need the steel ingots to make the steel ingots. So we're going to have to do it regardless, you know what I mean? Like we're going to have to make one of these crystals anyway by throwing the stuff in the water. By throwing this stuff in water. Okay. I guess we do this. I'll tell you what, there is a bit of a loophole. Let's make sure this guy's bookmarked. What we're going to want is a dropper. I like these factory droppers. They're not the most amazing thing in the world, but I do like them. I like their configuration ability. So I'm going to pretty much order this stuff. So we'll get the industrial planks. That's going to use coal and just normal planks. And we're going to grab metal bar. That's just going to need some iron. I think we have... I don't know if we have dropper automated. We'll find out. So this stuff can go in there. Awesome. Factory dropper. Yeah, we need we need a normal dropper. That'll be fine. Now you can get away with the dropper and setting up like a clock or something to have it so that it automatically drops. But the factory dropper sort of does all that stuff for us. So we're going to order one of him. He should be pretty quick. It's just crafting recipes. And we want to put this somewhere where the crafting will take place. Now, where's that going to be? If we have a look under here, once again, we should do like P2P stuff. But at the moment, we're not doing that because we've got bigger fish to fry. So this channel here, it only has 4 things connected. So we can sort of tap into it. It's obviously over in this section, which is sort of a different section, I guess. We'll place it here, I think. So I'm going to hop under and see if I can bring this over. So let's go Flux, grab this. So this will be a loophole to auto crafting this stuff, I guess. So we'll bring this here, bring it up. In terms of placing it, I don't really know how we want to do this, but we're going to use a pattern terminal, or pattern provider, sorry. This guy's going to go right here. Awesome. So what do we want to do? We're going to want him to go into a dropper, which we can place pretty much anywhere, I guess. But what we can do is we can place him here. We can get some stone or something. We'll grab, I don't know, these bits of stone. Can I grab 3 of them? Nope. That's, oh yeah, because it moves when I grab it. Don't know why it does that. Do we know, is there a way to fix that? Is there a way to make it so that I can scroll and take items out without it like changing order? Because now I've got to like hunt it down every time it like free moves. Let me know if there's a way to do that, because I don't know how to. Oh, wait, hold on. Terminal settings. Here we go. Hold on. Pin auto craft items to the first row. Yes. Notify about jobs finished. Yes. Search settings. Yep. Use. It's fine as it is. I'm happy with that. Searching tooltips. Remember last search. Auto focus on open. Sync with JI search. This is all good, but it doesn't have that setting I want, where it like keeps things stuck. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do that. Anyway, I need to grab a bucket, which I think we keep one on us. Yep, awesome. We need to grab a little bit of water. We've got a sink. Awesome. We're going to fill water in here. Obviously, this is going to be a little water area. We're going to see if there's a demagnetizer. There is. Awesome. We're going to grab this guy. I'm going to place him down. I I guess right here. That'll work. And he works in a 3x3x3. We can look out and see the range. There it is. And he will stop my magnet from picking up things in that area. In theory, that's what he's meant to do. This guy here, the dropper, we want to set this middle section to be across. That's the redstone. We want to say, hey, ignore redstone. Just drop stuff. And that should be good. So far, so good. We're going to fly over here and we'll grab a pattern. The pattern is going to be for this stuff here, for this. So it's going to be this recipe here. We're going to say, hey, chuck in these 3 things, get out some resonating dust. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we'll come over here. This pattern will go into there. He'll put the items in the dropper, in theory. The dropper will drop them in there. They'll do whatever they need. Then what we'll do is we will get an item collector. We don't have item collectors, really? We need something to pick up the items. That's our slight predicament at the moment. We can do, I guess, a hopper. Like, one of these absorption hoppers. It's probably the way to go, let's be honest. Grab a few of these hoppers. Absorption hopper, beautiful. We'll grab this guy. Realistically, I think we can just slap him here, to be completely honest. And then this direction is the north. So we're going to set the north to be item output. Okay, cool. He's got a pretty big range, I believe. I don't necessarily know if we can lower that. We can offset it if we wanted to, but I don't think that, like... well, I guess maybe it does. I thought offset would just move it. Yeah, and that sort of looks like what it's doing. But then I was like, oh, north, south, northeast, maybe. Nah, that's fine. We can leave it as it is. So, what we should get from this... it's actually going to be a little bit annoying because it has such a big range. I don't think there's much I can do. Let me know what I can do in terms of, like, you know, a hopper to pick stuff up. I could place it in there, like an actual hopper, but I don't think I can. Can I filter a hopper? Maybe like a factory... Oh, factory hopper. Control shift. Advanced factory automation can transfer half stacks, max collection range. Oh, okay. Collection rate, insertion delays. Not sure. I think we're fine as it is. We'll use this guy. It'll be fine. So what we're going to want to do here is first see if it works. If I drop this stone, yeah, I think it just got picked up instantly. This guy doesn't have a filter, does he? Unless that's a filter. Do you think that's a filter? I don't think that's a filter. We can try to see if it's a filter. For example, if I put dust in it. If I place dust here, no, it doesn't seem to care. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Ignore contents. Sure, hide pattern. Yeah, unlucky. Okay. You know what? I am gonna try this factory hopper just to see how it works. Slap this guy down. What do we have? External redstone indicator, redstone mode, trigger mode. Okay. This is, honestly, this is actually doable to a certain extent, I believe. What are these ranges? Insertion delays, that's fine. This is collection radius, so I can increase this to do a bigger radius. Okay. And so for an example, if I drop a cable there, hold on. If I pick this guy up, give me a second. I do have a few loopholes here we can try. So if I drop him, he's not picking stuff up. If I increase this range, he can pick stuff up. Cool. So the range here, awesome. Love it. Love your work. I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to place him here, okay? This is our factory hopper. We're going to max his range out. So, once again, in theory, he should pick stuff up, okay? But, we're going to mess with the redstone. External redstone indicator, so that outputs redstone. Redstone mode, inverted, not inverted, ignored. Trigger mode, continuous pulse. I'm going to set this guy like that. Nope, that's ignored, I think. I want to do that, I think. So now, what it should do is it won't pick things up at all. Unless it gets redstone, I believe. If I grab a button, which apparently we don't have any buttons, let's craft a stack of them, yeah. If I place a button on here and push it, he does nothing. Interesting. Is it that he's too low in the ground? It might be. If I drop the thing there and push the button, oh, that works. Awesome. Oh, that is perfect. Okay, so in case you're not sure where this is going, what we're going to do is we're going to get an entity reader. This guy right here. He uses pork chops and an input variable. And we're going to use some fun stuff. Arguably... No, you know what? I think this is the play. Let's go ahead and grab the bucket that we put away. So I can pick up that water again. I just want one bucket, to be honest. Pick this guy up. We're going to pick up this. We're going to place the stone here. Place our entity reader there. That means we can pick this back up and we can put the water back. Okay? Bear with me. We're going to grab our logic cables. We're going to grab a redstone writer. Here we go. Grab one of these. Awesome. There we go. And we're also going to want, just a variable card or something. Yeah. Yeah, that should be good. That should be, we're also going to want our logic programmer, which I think is just placed over there. Okay, so, we're going to want a few more variable cards. I'll just grab them all out. That'll be easier. So, the Redstone Rider is going to be on the hopper. We're going to have logic cables connecting both of these. What we're going to do is we're going to look through the list of entities. So it'll list everything in front of it. For example, if I place some of those, we can open this up. As you can see, it's got Flux glass cables there. So realistically, we don't need to do the list. We can probably just do the entity. But I don't really know. I don't really know what the play is. I guess we'll try just the entity. So I'm going to click in here. Boom. Entity. Awesome. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make at least one of these, right? So I'm going to grab all these ingredients. So we'll need some skystone dust. That'll be nice and easy. We're going to need a diamond. Also nice and easy. And then we actually do need some ender dust. But apparently, I haven't put that recipe away. Oh, what was the ender dust? Hold on. Ender dust. Ender pill in Scriber potentially. Yeah, that's gonna be what it is temporarily until we craft the thing we need. So I'm gonna open this up, take this guy out, chuck this guy in. I'm gonna grab our ender dust, put that back in. Awesome. So I need to craft one of these things at least to begin. So I'm gonna drop these in there like so. Oh, I'm gonna drop them all in there like so. I'm gonna drop them all in there like so. And I think they're gonna combine. Yeah, there we go. And so now we have resonating dust. So what I'm going to do from here is we have the variable card that's monitoring whatever entity is in front of the entity reader. The next thing we're going to do is we want to turn this resonating dust into an item card, into a variable. So we're going to put the resonating dust in there and turn that into a variable card. So then what we're going to do is compare the two. We're going to do that by doing equals. So if the entity equals resonating dust, so, equal. The operator receives which type, well, the type entity was I guess because, yeah, entity item. Huh. Okay, I getcha. So how do I find the loophole to this? If... No. Is... List... What do I do? Item. Oh, because I know there's like a is entity item. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Like if I search entity here, you can do is item. So like you can do if the entity is an item, but I don't think that helps. There is something we could try. Once again, troubleshooting with integrated dynamics, you're in for a treat. I'm gonna try and make this guy here. I'll use these variable cards. Actually, I just want this thing actually, variable card. No, can we, hold on. Yeah, I want this guy, a materializer. In theory, the way this guy works is I put in a variable. So for example, this guy, and then I can take out whatever's in front of him. So at the moment, there's nothing. Oh, but he has to be found within the network. So I guess we got to bring him with me. We don't have a wrench on us. Wrench. There we go. So I'll connect him over here to this stuff, like so. It's a little bit dark. Let me sleep. Alrighty, so we're back around here. What I'm going to do is we'll do the exact same thing. So the entity goes here, and currently there's nothing. What I'm going to want to do is drop a resonating crystal in there. And now as you can see, resonating dust, we want to turn that into a variable card like this. So now what we've got is we have the variable card entity. That's going to check whatever entity is in front of it. And then we've also got the item entity. So that is, oh, well, it was what was there, but now it's saying unknown. How does that help? That doesn't help. Well, it says unknown because it's somehow tied in with this. Right? No. Right? Entity unknown. Resonating dust. Entity resonating dust. Maybe I need to do this quickly. Yeah, maybe hold on. I might need to do this quickly. Let's leave the dust in there. Let's go in here. Let's do equals. Try this now. So if the entity is resonating dust, output redstone signal. That might work. Fingers crossed. Hey, I guess we'll find out. So if we pick this up now, did that, yeah, it broke that thing, but I think we're good. We might not be good. We can give it a shot. What's the worst? The worst thing that happens is it doesn't work. Okay, we're gonna grab some of these blocks, 2 of those, grab ourselves a variable store. This guy's gonna store all those cards we just made. So for example, these 2 here, and then we're going to go into the Redstone Rider, and we're gonna place this guy here. So in order to see if he works, logic cable doesn't get picked up. Resonating dust goes in here, doesn't get picked up, as you can see. So currently it doesn't work. And it's not working because this thing changed back to be unknown. And I don't know how to do that. Is it possible, hold on. Is it possible that in here I can type entity? Item entity. Oh, here we go. So this is item type entity. So once again, if we search item, there's this one, which is type item. And there must be another one in here that's for entities. Yeah, this one here, item entity. Oh, that's what we want. So now I put the dust in there. No? Really? Well, that doesn't help, does it? Interesting. Oh, okay. Hold on. I think I know what I need to do. I think we need to actively check this. So, for example, I need to drop that in there. Grab this guy back out. Chuck this guy in here. Grab that resonating dust in the variable card. Run back over here. Open this up. Search entity. Click on item. Place this guy in there. And then turn that into a variable card. Maybe. I swear I feel crazy because I swear the materializer is meant to like materialize it. It's meant to it's meant to stay as what it is, but it's clearly not doing that. So now possibly I say if the entity on the list is this one. No, see, it's not happy. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Okay, hold on. Am I just doing this part wrong? We've got this in here, right? We've got this list here, resonating dust. I click this. Do I just need to take them both out? Is that the problem? Like, isn't it now unknown? Now it's unknown. Why? Why is it unknown? All right, alternatively, we can try this. I've made the list, so we'll give this a shot. So in here, I've set it up for the list of entities. This one here I just grabbed. That's what this is. We can refresh it if we want. There we go. Then I've run over here. We've done the exact same thing where I made the resonating dust as an item. There we go. Then what I'll do is I'll search list. Now there's two lists. Sorry, actually I want to do contains. There's two contains. This one is about strings. We want this one, which is, as you can see, input type 1 is a list, and then input type 2 is any. So, for example, we do the list of entities, and then we do the item, which is any. And so, in theory, what this thing is doing is saying, hey, if the list contains resonating dust, output a redstone signal. So we can run over here. We're obviously going to want to put our variables in here. So that's going to be the list and the resonating dust. And then in the redstone rider over here, we put, if it contains, output redstone. So, to put this to the test, I drop in this. And that's meant to work, but it didn't. So if I drop this in there, does this just say false? It just says false. Wow. Mind blowing. It didn't work. Awesome. Okay, to be honest, it's a lot harder to do than we currently are pretending it is. So, I've thought of an alternative. I don't know if the alternative works. There is a way to get this to work, but it's a bit out of my scope at the moment. So I'm not gonna push this any further. But what we can do, potentially, if this does work, is use an Annihilation core, or plane, or whatever it is. This guy here, ME Annihilation Plane. We can craft it, which is pretty cool. And so this guy, he can be enchanted, apparently. I guess that is probably going to be with, what, fortune and stuff? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this guy can mine things, essentially, with fortune and whatnot, which is crazy in of itself. But, more importantly, I think he can pick things up. Okay, so you might see where I'm going with this. Let's pick you up. Let's pick up pretty much all of this if we can. And then I'm probably just gonna like chuck this stuff all in the system if I can. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're good. So, the Annihilation Plane, arguably I want to place it like here, pretty much, like under the ground. So we'll try and do that. We'll place our cable here. This should be 6 connections now. So here he is. He's booting. He's online. The issue is, I thought I could configure him. That's a little bit annoying then. We could do an identity annihilation plane, but it says deprecated, so I guess it doesn't exist. That's unfortunate then. Let me consult this again. Breaks and picks up items. Drops the same way. Can be changed. This is fortune. Any added enchantments significantly increase the amount of energy. I was wondering if we could filter with this guy, because I know there's a destructor from refined storage, and he has filtering, and he can pick items, he can break blocks, and he can pick up items. So we could filter in that, right? Doesn't really seem like that's the play here. Yeah, this will place down any block in its filter directly. But this guy has a filter. This guy doesn't have a filter. Allegedly. Okay. We could try like an import bus, but I don't think it picks up items. You know what I mean? Periodically sucks items in from whatever external storage the bus is facing. It can optionally be filtered to only take in certain items from said inventory. Yeah, I mean, the problem is it's not an inventory. Ah, that is a little bit annoying then. Yeah, okay. Unlucky, I guess. Oh my god, do you know how dumb I am? Incredibly dumb. Phenomenally dumb. Like, astronomically dumb. I think. Oh, wait, I might not be. How do I use a drawer with this? How do I do that? I need it to be... No, okay, I might not be that dumb. I'm a little bit dumb. Not that dumb. Alright, give me a second. What we're going to do is, I think, zinc. I'm going to get a bunch of this stuff smelted up. Reason being is... what's the reason? Does anyone know the reason? I'm trying to make some brass. So I currently need a little bit of zinc in order to make that brass. So we're currently just waiting on that to smelt. Shouldn't take too long, in theory. In fact, a bunch of that's going to get cast right now, which is awesome. The benefit of this is going to be that I can make a thing that I need, believe it or not. So that should be copper and zinc. Yes, brass. Awesome, 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 awesome. And I believe we can smelt it just by chucking it in there. Awesome, that should get smelted pretty quickly. That is going to be to craft an extender, okay? So what this guy does is he waits a little while, and then he does what he needs. So we can do this recipe here, brass plate, make a pulse extender. Awesome, wonderful. He's going to receive redstone, and when he receives redstone, which we're gonna do, as you can see with this guy here, somehow, it's gonna be messy. That'll be fine. We'll grab some redstone, see if this should work. Awesome, that might work. It might not, but it also might. You know what? Let's make sure it does work. How does that sound? Let's go, under here. Place you there. Grab, oh my god. Please, yep, there we go. Oh, yep. Place you there, place you there. Okay, so. bear with me for a little bit longer. We're gonna get that Redstone Rider, grab these cables back out, grab just, I don't know, any old variable card, I guess. And the Redstone Rider will obviously go onto the side of this. So this guy we can extend. So for example, I can make him take 5 seconds to output redstone. And that seems pretty good. Hold on. And so what we can do here is we can do, I guess, this entity, and then just have it like, if it exists, output redstone. I think we can do that. Surely we can do that, right? We might not be able to do that. I think what we can do is we can do is item. That should be one of them, right? Entity is item. Perfect. So I think what I do is I click this, and if it's an item, output a redstone signal. Okay, that should work. Nice and simple. Nothing wrong. Nothing could possibly go wrong here. So if it's a redstone signal, output that. We'll obviously need our variable store. So I'll stand a little bit closer, grab that variable store, make sure he's connected, and chuck this guy in here. And as you can see, he's good to go. If there's an item there, like for example, a piece of redstone, it outputs redstone. Now this guy output it very, very fast, which arguably he's not meant to. Now it's possible that what actually happened here was that he didn't work correctly. Potentially, like if I drop you and then pick you back up, he's outputting the redstone pretty much instantly, which I didn't think he was meant to do. He's still doing it for like the 5 seconds after, but I kind of wanted it to be a delay, and it says it's a delay, so like it's meant to work. What I'm thinking is possible is that it just needs a little bit more space, because it might be like transferring the redstone along into that block under there. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they're a little bit weird. We'll try this though. We'll do that. Scroll this guy back up to be 5 seconds. Yep, that should be good. And so for example, if we drop something in there, what? That's not 5 seconds, bro. Like, that is not 5 seconds. Does this guy not work the way I think he does? It's not a repeater, it's an extender. A pulse extender. Can lengthen the signal pass through. Does it ignite instantly? It ignites instantly. Okay, I guess we do want that pulse repeater then. I thought we didn't want the pulse repeater and that we wanted the extender, but I guess we want the pulse repeater. I mean, I do not know what's happening. Pulse repeater. We need another brass. Luckily, we made 4. Awesome. Pulse repeater. Beautiful. Okay, let's give this guy a shot. This guy should then work, and we can probably make it a little bit shorter as well. So let's do that. Awesome. Okay. So, scroll this guy up to be 5 seconds. like so. Drop in redstone. We can pick it back up in 5 seconds, as you can see. And now it puts the redstone. Now it does just a little jab, which, you know, arguably might not be enough, but we'll see. We'll obviously cross that bridge when we get to it. This guy we want to be set to run when he receives redstone. We also want to increase his range. That should be fine. That should be awesome. Now what we do is we put the water in here. And I think we just give it a shot, to be completely honest with you. We will want to set this guy to don't push crafting ingredients if inventory contains a pattern input, just to be safe. And then what we'll also do is set this item pipe to export the item from there into the system. So, in theory, if this works, we should be able to order resonating dust. We currently have 2 on us and none in the system. I'm going to order 1. We need ender dust. Yeah, but okay. How do we get ender dust? We get that with, potentially with a Flux aggregator. And the Flux aggregator, what do we need for that guy? Sorry about this. What a messy episode. Oh, okay. This is just a nightmare, isn't it? This thing, we need the matter infuser. The matter infuser needs one of these crystals. The crystals we make... Okay. Hold on. Let me get one of these things. We need to make some of this, one of these seeds. We can do that with one of the dust. Resonating seed. We chuck that in the enrichment chamber. We then have a crystal. Awesome. We should now be able to craft one of these. A matter infuser. Wonderful. Amazing. Phenomenal. We're going to bring this guy... arguably anywhere. We'll slap him here for now. We'll attach an ender gate, which we need to craft. Awesome. Can we even craft it? No, we need these cables, which needs this. We'll order that stuff. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. Okay, wonderful. Energy cables, ender gates. We want one of them. The rest can go away. You get power. Wonderful. He's powered. So, I mean, I do want him connected to the network. Oh my god. So annoying. The problem is, I don't know how many connections we have underneath here at the moment. You know what I mean? Like if I hop under here, oh, of course I find the one spot that has a thing. This thing's not even hooked up. I mean, that'll do it. So this connection has 2 channels. Okay, that's fine. So in theory, if I connect this, what happens? Still just 2? Still just 2. And then I can run this along here. Awesome. So now, that's all connected. Perfect. Wonderful. This sawmill, I guess he's fine. Arguably, we connect this up with stone bricks. Alright, this is all stone bricks, which means I can get away with using all this. So I'm going to break this guy here. We're going to run those cables along to that spot right there. Boom. Wonderful. This is going to become a pattern terminal. And we're going to set up the auto crafting for this guy. There's going to be a lot of this stuff happening, but it should be fine. Hopefully. This is also that we can make a requester. This might be a very long episode. That's just the price we have to pay, okay? It's a tough world we live in. I'm going to need stairs. Realistically, I want stone brick stairs. Apparently, they're not the cheapest thing in the planet. You're going to go there. Awesome. You're going to break. I'm going to place you there. That didn't work. Awesome. All right, he's hooked up. I can open him up. Wonderful. You'll love to see it. Obviously, he needs power. We've got the ender gate. He's good to go as well. So, first things first, let's add the recipe for the thing that we needed, which, I don't know, was it this? Matter infuser? Yes. So this is the matter infuser. He's going to receive the Flux steel. Awesome. Wonderful. Once again, you'll love to see it. In terms of the Flux aggregator, we can order some of this stuff. We might as well. Let's order it. Beautiful. In terms of the rest of this stuff, we will need energy cells. I thought we had energy. We do actually have energy cells in here. Okay, so the energy cells are craftable for whatever reason. That just doesn't really like to be, I guess. Crystal growth core. Oh my god, where are these recipes coming from? This is the one problem. It's called Lazier AE2, and in order to get to it, you have to put in so much effort. Like, phenomenal amount of effort. We're going to want a crystal growth accelerator. This guy's going to need a Flux block. And I think the rest of that stuff we have. Let's add these crafting recipes in here. It's actually full. We're going to need to set up a completely new little crafting grid over here. Awesome. You'll love to see it. Once again, what's this connection done? This connection's probably maxed out. Yeah, 6. Yeah, 8, sorry. Why does this have... Yeah, this has 2 connected. Yeah, okay. Actually, it's got more than 2. Yeah, this guy's kind of overloaded. It's sort of fine, because this stuff doesn't have to be here. So we can... Actually, yeah, it should be fine. You know what? Let's try the P2P. Let's do it. Let's get ME P2P tunnel. We want 2 of these. Beautiful. We've got them. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to run back over here. I'm going to open this up. We're going to go into here. This guy's, he's actually got 32 out of 32 channels connected, which is insane to me. We've probably broken something as well. That's awesome. This guy over here, the orange guy, he's connected with 16 of 32. Yeah, I don't really know where to connect this, to be honest. We've probably got to connect it onto the actual controller. All right, so on the back here, I'm going to place a peer-to-peer tunnel. Is that how that works? No, it's clearly offline. We're going to place a cable. I think we want it to be a dense one. So I'll tell you what, we'll grab a smart, dense cable. Sure, it can be cyan. No harm done there. He's going to go right here. And then we're going to place a peer-to-peer tunnel connected, I guess, like this. I don't actually know how this works. Because if I connect this guy here, that doesn't really work. Clearly. So I need to branch off of this dense with like a glass cable and place this tunnel. And so now, carry channel 0, unlinked, frequency 000. So if I come over here and I place this guy here, and then I guess I got to go underneath him real quick, and I place this guy here, we then have what? Device is offline. Well, how does that work then? How do I online him? Hold on a minute. Let's pick this guy up. How do I link you up? Do I shift right click you? I don't think so. Oh, a memory card. Okay, we need a memory card. That should be fine. We have these auto craftable. Awesome. Memory card, wonderful. So, I grab the memory card and I right click it here. Could not restore configuration for incompatible device. I shift right click. New device configuration created and copied. Awesome. What I might want to do here. I guess it's fine how we were going to do it. We go under here, slap this guy down, and we right click this guy. Loaded configuration. I believe he's meant to turn online, but he clearly hasn't. Alright, so I mean, it should be linked up currently. It's clearly not, which I guess that's fine. Device online, it says unlinked. Well, as you can see, I've done it like twice here. So it should be. I mean, I think it's meant to be. I don't really know how to do this then. Alright, so they're both here, and they still say unlinked, even though, like, clearly, I don't know, clearly they are linked. Oh, device online. Okay, so we're good now. I guess I just had to connect it to the system. Okay, awesome. So we can bring this guy back over here. And I guess I can... Oh, no, he's offline now. Oh, does he need to be within wireless range or something? Device offline. Does he need to be, like, in line or something? In line of sight? Why is he offline now? I don't know how this game works. Alright, so I watched the video. I understand how it works. I was being pretty dumb. You guys are probably like screaming your brains out watching that. I still don't necessarily understand the benefit over just running cables, I guess. But in theory, I think this is how it's meant to work. I'm meant to continue to hook it up to the network, but I can provide it with more channels. So, so for example, if I disconnect this guy here, then this system is currently getting 6 channels, I guess, right? So what I can do is I can hook this guy up, and that will now use, I think, 7 channels? Yeah, 7 of 8 channels. And now this guy is online, and he's ready to go. So I'm going to shift right click on him to create a new network, and then frequency. We're going to run over here. I'm going to slap this guy realistically on the face of the Emmy controller, right? This is where it gets a little bit confusing. I think I just like, I don't necessarily know, to be honest. I think I'd place it here, and then I just need to hook it up. Like, for example, like this. And then right click this on it. So they're hooked up. I don't necessarily know how that works because this guy was already full. But over here, this guy's now online, and we have him carrying the channel over. Okay. So I think, realistically, if I wanted to, I could pick him up, and I could place him, for example, here, and we could get our dense cable and place him here if we wanted, and then I could run this over like so. Is that what I'm meant to do? Does that make sense? Device is offline. I need to reconfigure him, so we'll right-click on him with our card. He should hook up onto online, maybe? Currently says he's unlinked. Not necessarily sure what's going on there. Well, I guess maybe we'll try him again. Oh no, it says carried networks, but the channel's not really doing anything, is it? Like, these are offline. There we go. Okay, 3 of 32 channels. Awesome. So we've now got 3 of 32 channels going through this system. Over here, this is still 7 of 8. Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Sure, yeah. Okay, at least for this episode, it's fine. I know it's not really fine. I need to probably rip it all up and do it again, let's be honest. But for now, it's fine, okay? Relax, everything's fine. Okay, this stuff's good. What do we want to put in this? We just want to put crafting recipes. Awesome, wonderful. Was that the only one? We want this recipe as well. Man, this episode's been so long. I don't even know what we're up to be completely honest. What are we? Are we trying to make this thing? I think we are. I think that's what we were last trying to make. We're still currently apparently crafting things. I'm a little bit confused because I didn't think we were. Coal dust? That stuff is here. The problem is it's not going anywhere because I don't have the item set to input, output, auto eject. So there we go. That should hopefully actually get all this stuff running again, which it looks like it did. In fact, it looks like they're pretty much all done. They're at the part where they're putting their ingredients in here, or at least they should be, but I need to set the bottom side to be input and output and auto extract enabled. So now, as you can see, it creates the stuff and it chucks it down automatically and it's processed. Awesome. Cool. You'll love to see it. Okay, so, yep, it's finished crafting some stuff. Beautiful. So that's to try and make this thing. So the final ingredients, there's going to be a charger. Easily done. The other thing are these 2 things here, the parallel processors. We need to do this. So I'm going to search Inscriber. We are going to want 2 of these. So we'll order that guy, probably craft him as he is. Yep, and then we want another one of these. We'll get, no, we only need 1 to be honest, so we've got an extra. Sure, why not? This guy's going to go over here, which means we might have an issue in terms of, actually, no, it should be fine. We're just going to have to move this over 1. Is that fine? I think that's fine. How messy is this going to be? Probably decently. We'll give it a shot, though. What was this guy configured to have? He's got these patterns, so I'll grab each of these. What I might do is clear my inventory a little bit, I guess. That's probably for the best. Alrighty, so far so good. So this guy's going to go there, obviously. We will need another drawer. We just want a 1x1 drawer, should do the trick. This guy is obviously going to slap down here. He requires whatever goes in those parallel processes. So this part here, which is going to be a resonating crystal. I don't necessarily know if we have any lying around, which is a little bit unfortunate. But we can make another seed quite easily. Do that, sure, why not? We're going to have to add recipes for all this stuff. Once again, this might be a very long episode. At this point, I don't care. You're getting it. It might be 2 hours. We'll find out. We'll find out. That's not what we want. Oh, he's locked. Okay, that's a bit annoying, to be completely honest. The one time we don't want him locked. Unlock that, remove that. Resonating crystal. You need to go in there. Then we lock it. Awesome. He's good to go. Wonderful. So what that means is we can set this guy up to extract, and he should put everything where it needs to go. Obviously behind here will be an inscriber, which I believe we've been placing like this. He's going to need some cables attached, obviously. He's going to want them like this, like so, but we are going to want to disconnect them like that. Anything going there? Nope, we're good. Okay, so far so good. So, one thing we will need is that press, which I don't think we've even made yet. Universal press. We're going to need more of these. We'll order them. We're also going to need 1 of each press again, which is sort of annoyingly done. I mean, it's done. Like, we can do it. In fact, I think we can just do it like this, right? I think if I just put 1 in each of these, it makes them. So yeah, inscriber press, engineer press, logic press, and then the final press, I don't think we even have. Logic, engineering, calculation. Oh, silicon. Yeah, we actually do have that, sorry. That's going to be annoying if I have to take this stuff out. Let me borrow the press. That's probably the easier thing to do. Press goes in here. Yeah, that's way easier to do. It will need power, which I believe the current way we're doing it is with ender gates going underneath. So for example, we grab this guy, and I could use a shrinking device. I don't have it on me, so we'll just go under here, slap him there. Awesome, wonderful. Everyone's happy. That's the wrong stone. We'll fix it later. This creates the silicon press. Awesome. So we can go ahead and put that back where it belongs, over here. The rest of these presses we can turn into this universal press, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure we can use in any of these if we wanted to. But I'm going to slap him in here, obviously. The final part is nothing. We're done. That's it. All I need to do is do the filtering. So in these guys, what's the main thing we've done here to do the filtering? In terms of all of these, if I can somehow right click on them. We have them blacklisted from going into any other inscriber and whitelisted to go into this one. So I'm going to have to do the same thing over here, which is going to be messy because I don't think it wants to do it. So we'll disconnect that, reconnect this. Might have some silicon in it. Yep, thought it might. A little bit unfortunate because can't really put that anywhere. I guess we'll chuck it away. In terms of this, I guess we'll do the filtering. I think I might... I think we're just good. I don't think I need to do filtering, do I? I mean, realistically, if I did need to do filtering, something would have shown up by now. Right? Surely. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. I think it's fine. Yeah, surely. So, once again, this guy needs to be extract, which means it'll go in here, which means it will process, which means as well, we probably want some more acceleration cards, which we can sort of afford, one of them. The advanced cards we can afford more, there we go. And that's going to be the 3 that we need to go in there. So now he's fast. That thing will go in here, which I think it already did, which I think it went in there, which means I think we have a parallel processor. There it is. That's all she wrote. Wonderful. So what I need to do is in this guy, put in the patterns for this, for this, for this. I'm also going to have to edit one of these recipes because I sort of forgot how we were even doing these to begin with. I'm going to clear you and fix you. There you go. And then I'm going to grab this guy and I'm going to say, hold on. All you need to do is put in one of those resonating crystals and you have the finished product. Awesome. So then we run over here. This guy's an interface. So we just chuck in that pattern there and we're done. That's the recipe. So that's honestly really good. We've got resonating crystals and stuff here. So I think the resonating crystal from the resonating seed goes in there. The ender pearl is the last thing we need, which we were trying to... We could just use an inscriber. For some reason, I want to make a pulse grinder. I think that's what I was currently doing. Pulse grinder. How difficult are you to make? Arguably, we can craft everything. So I'm going to order everything, and we'll see if it can do it. Allegedly, it can. Pulse grinder. We'll sit here. We got to wait for these 2 little ingots, which they look like they're about to be done. One's done. Come on. Sadly, we don't actually have all day. We can pretend to, but we don't. Go in here. Ender gate. Yep. Grab you out. Awesome. Grab you. Chuck you there. Realistically, we want to do the same thing we did before, which is chuck a pattern provider under there. Man, I just want this requester at this point. We can do it. We can do it. I'm telling you, we can do it. Slap you under there. Hopefully there's enough networks. There might not be. I don't even know what it's connected to. It could be fine. It might not be. Doesn't look like it is. Alright, this guy gets the ender dust recipe. We have a Flux block recipe there. Can we do it? We just put in every recipe, realistically, so we might be able to. Requester. It says we can. Requester. We've ordered a requester. It's happening. It's on its way. Now, yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about this network here. How many... Actually, no, I think plenty. We had plenty, didn't we? This thing's connected here with, yeah, 5 out of 8. So, yeah, but we're pretty good for a little while there. Oh, man. Next episode or something, we're redoing all the wiring. All I know, though, is the requester is being built. And it might take a little while. Apparently, we're just smelting a bunch of glass. But this requester is going to fix that problem of not having things like glass or even things like, what do you call it? Processors sitting there waiting. This should fix it all. The one thing I think is currently broken, what's it currently doing? It's trying to... Where was it? It's trying to make the seed, right? It needs an ender dust, it needs a resonating dust, and it needs the resonating seed. That stuff should be... Oh, this guy, sorry. I need to set him to do input and output at the bottom and auto extract. There we go. Okay, hold on. He should now be doing the dust. The dust might not work. There is that slight problem. It might, but it might not work. We probably should have watched it happen. So as you can see, we're waiting 5 seconds, allegedly, for... Actually, no, I think it pulsed already. Hold on. So I think we need an extender now. I think we need to do a combo. I think that's the situation here. We need to set this guy to go into an extender that runs for 5 seconds. And then run that like that. And that should do the trick. Arguably, 1 second might be enough. For now, we'll just pick this up and place it in here manually. But it should be fixed in the future, realistically. In theory, hopefully. So this guy, We're now doing the parallel processes. They've got the acceleration cards in them, so quick and easy ME requester. Everybody, check it out. Here it is. What do we do with it? Well, whatever we want. What do we want to do with it? This stuff here, we can slap it up, connected pretty much anywhere here. I might pick up this skull and move it around to the other side, I guess. So grab him, yep. Here you go, you can sit there, why not? So the requester I'm gonna place here, he's hooked up, he's in the network, he's good. And here we go. We can set 6 items. So for example, glass. Can I drag glass in? I can. Request count, request batch. So what we're doing here is we're determining how many we want. For example, if I want to store 64, awesome. We can store 64. I can click submit. And it will try and keep 64 glass in the system. Now, what the other thing's doing is that's determining how many it orders at a time, I believe. So at the moment, I don't know, if we look around, yeah, it's going to craft 1 at a time. What we can do is we can go in here and say, well, you know what, you don't really need to do that, I guess. It's probably faster if you just order 64 at a time. So we can submit that. And now, in theory, it'll order as much as it needs. And as you can see, crafts everything it needs, crafts 64 at a time, I believe. And now we have plenty of glass. In theory, I think currently it's going to be smelting it. So it's probably sent the stuff over there. And now it's waiting for it to return, right? We've got 16... No, we've got 3 glass at the moment. 3 glass at the moment. I mean, yeah, it's doing it. It's doing a bunch at a time. I think that's currently the slowpoke moment at the slowpoke part of the time. English? But that should work. Assuming the channel's not broken, which it might be. We might have broken the channel, but I'm thinking it should work. It's showing it works here, but then like I open my grid and we don't have it. So like I don't necessarily know what's going on there. We've got room in our system. Oh, there we go. I guess it was waiting for it to all finish or something. But there's all that glass. How cool is that? So we can do that with so many different things. So for example, if I search processor, these things, they're pretty fast, but it's kind of better to just have a backlog. So I can drag each of these in here. Calculation, engineering, parallel even. And we can say, how many do we want? I want at least 10. So let's order 10 for now. In terms of ordering them at a time, we'll just do 1 at a time because it's a pretty safe bet. We've obviously got a bunch of things going at once. It should be a pretty safe option. I guess the one issue is that ordering 1 at a time might like clog up the system, I guess, in theory. I forgot to do submit. So we're going to put this, click submit, click submit, click submit. And these should maintain this much. Another test we can do, I think currently, yeah, these things are going to be clogged up. Is that all of them? It is. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. So arguably, we probably do want to increase this amount to maybe even like 5, you know what I mean? But we can do 10. Let's do 10 on all of these and click submit on all of them. And that should hopefully, I don't know, order at least multiple at a time. I don't know if that really helps us to be completely... There's so much we need to do in just like fixing this area, you know what I mean? Like we need to redo all of the cabling. We need to have a lot more crafters so that we never have this filled. And yeah, what's the last thing that we want to order here, do you think? What do we want to request? To be honest, I reckon we cross that bridge when we get to it, you know what I mean? Like we wait and see what we are constantly needing to craft and we put that in there. But the cool thing is, oh actually I know exactly what we need to do. You ready? We need to have request as auto crafted. Chuck this guy in here. How many do we want? I'm going to say keep 2. That way if we've got 1 done, you know, we can do the other one. Submit, submit. Awesome. So now once these guys are done, which hopefully that happens, hopefully this system works without the filters. It looks like it's working. We've got, you know, all that stuff happening. Stuff's looking relatively fine. 10 of some of these, some of those. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, awesome. Okay. We're going to wrap this one up here. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Listen, I know it was a mess. I still don't even know how we finished it. I think part of the problem was we were still trying to figure out how to do the crystal, as in this Flux aggregator. I don't think we ended up crafting that. I think we sort of skipped it because I guess we don't need it. It was sort of more, it would help to have in the future. In terms of auto crafting it, we pretty much can. So I guess realistically, we have done it. You know what I mean? Like it's easily done. We just haven't yet, I guess. Awesome, cool. I'm genuinely happy. Next episode, big time. We need to wipe the floor with this stuff. In terms of the glass, I think it's crafting more. Yeah, it's crafting a full stack because we were under a stack. So it's going to craft a lot at a time. Which at the moment is good because we've got limited crafters, I guess. But in the future, we probably... Oh, well, even then, I feel like now we probably still want it to only do like a little bit of time. Let me know what you think. Give me some ideas here on how we can get this to work. But this stuff's really cool. I'm a big fan of this whole setup at the moment. Toggle request. So we can, if one's not happening, we can like click it to like toggle it. This is really neat. Really, really neat. So yeah, I'm excited to see more of that. In terms of the requesters, hopefully some are being crafted. I think, yeah, that's what this one is. Oh, really cool. Really cool. Oh, the dust. Is the dust working now? It should be. It isn't. It should be, but it isn't. It's possible that it's because this guy's too low. You know what I mean? He might not be hoppering the stuff that's floating. That could be the problem. Let's give this a shot. I'm going to pick it up and pick this up. I'm going to place the hopper here. That should honestly output it into there, I think, which is pretty cool. I'm going to set him obviously to that mode. We're going to make sure that the redstone's reaching. I might need to do a repeater setup because I don't know how this will work. I think I want to do a... actually, no, I think that's fine. Okay, so at the moment, I'll chuck this stuff in there. That should get the stuff crafted. How do I actually set you to output in the direction I want you to output? What's this say? Insertion stack, insertion delay, external, trigger mode. Do I need to do this? Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Cool, awesome. Okay, should I order some more? I think I should order some more. Let's order another set of dust, just to sort of see what happens here. So we'll look. It drops the stuff in. That works perfectly, as you can see. Chucks in apparently a crazy amount, which... okay, sure. That crafted a lot more than I thought, but it's currently chucking stuff out. This guy should be outputting redstone. I guess we've only got it for 1 second, don't we? Yeah, let's increase this to like 7 seconds. And maybe increase this to like 7 seconds too. Oh, there we go. So the redstone's applied. And he's still not picking it up, is he? Nah. Okay. Even if I like tap this a bit. Why does this happen? Okay. There's something else I want to try. It's going to use that... I know this episode's very long. I'm so sorry. What I want to see is the absorption hopper. If I grab this guy and we grab him and we configure him to... we do show area and we have him go there. So now he does like one above where the hopper is, and then I can pick him up and move him and he maintains that height. So in theory, I can come over here. Hold on. Let's move him back over there. In theory, I pick up this. But he's just going to pick up the stuff as they get dropped in. Man, so annoying. Well, let me know how... let me know a way that I can do this. Because I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to set this up. I mean, I guess the way to do it is with that Flux aggregator thing that we can probably order right now, to be honest. Flux aggregator. This guy here. Yeah. I don't know. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Hopefully, I don't know, you enjoyed it, even though it was a mess. Hopefully, I'll tell you what, next episode, as long as I remember, we'll try to clean things up. Because it's clearly, everything is a bit of a mess at the moment. We'll see if we can clean things up. We'll see if we can streamline the cables so that it's a lot easier to manage. And we'll I don't know, we'll try and figure this out. We might have to make a new crafting area because this area is just getting a bit messy. But yeah, I'll see you guys there. Genuinely, thank you guys for supporting the channel and the series and the helpful comments. I read, what I do is I read the previous episode before I like start recording the new episode. So that's usually when I go through and read it. So yeah, thank you guys. Yeah. If you need to talk on Discord or something, feel free to ping me. I've been pretty busy, so I haven't been going through every channel as I normally do. But if I have like a ping or something, I'll go and check it out. But yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.